Hello. So I decided I want to come and talk to you about New Year's resolutions because that is the time we are coming upon the new year. And three very important things you may want to look at, very important things when it comes to making a New Year's resolution. And then we kind of know that historically, New Year's resolutions have the habit of falling by the wayside. So, in other words, you might say, I wasn't terribly successful with that one. So, what might those three important things be? Mind you, what I have studied and taught for 40 years is about our energy. So, how you use your energy to manifest your life, what you do, how your life comes about. You're doing this from your life force energy. And this is what I study, and this is what I know. So, I'm going to speak from this point of view, just so you know. And I generally am talking to people who are pretty darn sensitive. There's, very sensitive souls. They take things to heart. They're sensitive to environmental energies, maybe uncomfortability. Maybe they experience that where they're shy or lack of confidence, socially. Um, Highly intuitive. So they can read the room and know where their body feels comfortable and where not. Um, these types, empaths, they feel what other people are going through. They literally feel it in their body. It could be pain, it could be whatever the emotional levels, they tune into it and they literally feel it in their body. So they can be empathetic with what people are going through. They're healers. you know, and they generally love other people. Very capable individuals, can do a lot of things, and are always these helping hands should there be a need arise, often to the point of foregoing their own personal needs to help somebody. And so I might be speaking to you. You might see yourself in this scenario. But anyway, three things that are important about your New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolutions. Now, if you take a look at the word resolution, it's to resolve. I actually looked it up in the dictionary. Yeah, I do that a lot. Anyway, and so you have an intention or a resolve for something to come about. You're placing a vote for yourself, in this case, accomplishing a something that you want to do or bring into your life. So with this, there is this, it's just not a fly by night thought. Woo, wouldn't that be great? And that's it. Can't be that way. You really are committed to this for this to be a success. So one of the things that I see, and my background is as a clairvoyant reader and healer. I don't know how many people know that, but that's the truth. And we tend to perhaps make a resolution and we're not completely, we don't know all that that resolution will entail. So it may say good, sound good on the front end, but all that it requires might be a big bite to chew. And when sensitive people kind of bite off more than they could chew, what happens is they get overwhelmed. It's just like the overwhelming energy, not, the energy overwhelm takes over and the ability to carry forward stops. And so, really, what this is based on is there's like a history of a buildup of energy and where things like this may have happened in the past. And so, it's a big question with your New Year's resolutions is it a big bite? But two, do you have room inside there for this new thing? Or is it they're cluttered from the past? I don't know if you're following my train of thought. Do we have pastime experiences with something like what we want to do now that are going to rear their heads when we go to do the new thing that we want to do? Take diets, for example. Those things that happen. A new exercise regimen can't carry through. We maybe become overwhelmed trying to do this new thing. Maybe we said we do too big of a program and it's just like more than you can handle. So is the past going to, is there room in there? Is there room in there to embrace this new thing? Or is it cluttered? You got old debris cluttering up the works. That's number one. Cleaning out the past. Is it going to get in the way? Number two, do you know what you want? You really know what you want to do. Like you want to do this thing, but what's the outcome of the thing? What's it going to look like on the other end when it's accomplished? You really know what it is. Have you given it kind of thorough thought? Looked at it from all directions. Is it in line with you, or is it somebody else's great idea? Those tend to be, like it sounds good in our head, but we're not supplied the energy to do it because it didn't come from our heart. Yes, this is what I want for myself. It's a gigantic bingo inside of me. Those you have more success with. You get the energy to support what you want to do. And the third thing is getting your energy right and in line with what you want to do. I'll use the example of diet because that's a big one. People go on diets and I'll do that. I'll eat all of these goodies, pies, cakes, and whatever candies, sugar plums dancing through my head. And when New Year's comes, I will go on a diet. So, and then when you go on your diet, here's what you hear. Ugh, I hate this food. I don't want, you got everything kicking up inside you. And you just don't have that energy that's working for you on the inside. It hasn't been heart embraced. It hasn't like, yes, this is how it will be. And, I'm going to go through it with a good attitude. What's a good attitude actually feel like? What am I going to look like when I'm eating this thing? It hasn't been thoroughly internally investigated. And finding the right energy that's going to be supportive energy for what you want to do. So here's your three things again. You got room inside for it. I got clutter from the past. Do you really know what you want? Have you looked at it as your own good idea? Not more than good idea. It's really your heartfelt, motivation to do this. And three, what's your energy environment around that particular thing? Very important things. It would be like your intention. So anyway, that's the first three things to get to chew on for a while until I see you tomorrow.